Welcome into another episode of Inside the Charge. I'm Maddy Glab with lockdown cornerback Tre'Davious White.
That's a
How
new
you doing?
introduction.
How you doing?
That's a new introduction.
Yeah, you're locking it down, man.
Oh, man. You put the lockdown in front of my name?
Lockdown.
Okay. I like that. Let's keep that energy. Let's keep that energy.
The people are wondering, are you cold? You're in a jacket.
I mean, the temperature here has been crazy the last few weeks, so you never know what you're going to get in this Buffalo.
You never know if you're going to get a little breeze in the facility.
The people on the airplane, they always joke with me because I wear a puffer everywhere we go. Like, we going to Miami, I have a puffer on. We going LA.
Your teammates make fun of you.
No, even the people that run the plane, too. Like, the people that help us on the plane, they know what I'm coming with. A puffer jacket, but I'm having my toes out. But with Buffalo, you never know what you're going to get. You can leave, it could be 50, and you can come back, and
That's true.
It can be 17.
Smart decisions.
Yeah, so I just feel like, and I've been in Buffalo long enough to know, you never know what you're going to get. So I always leave with a jacket and come back with a jacket, because I never know.
Okay. Against the Patriots, Trey, you were fierce. An interception, 2 passes defensed, a tackle for loss. How were you able to grab hold of what the Patriots were trying to do?
I just think we, especially in the second half, but I just feel like we had a great, beat, as far as film study goes. I just feel like we was able to get them behind schedule on first and second down. Tackles for loss, like you said, but I'm just saying we were able to get them, the quarterback, in the red, but not starting off. But I just feel like it was a mixture of just, we had a great pass rush, a lot of guys getting around the quarterback, pressure on the quarterback, and when those things like that happen, it make covering receivers just pretty much easier than what it is, because I feel like, when you got the rush and coverage piece working together, they just make it hard for the quarterback in all.
Just a couple weeks ago, we were talking about Christian Benford having a couple weeks, interceptions, touchdowns, and you said, I need some of that juice from Christian Benford.
Man.
Well, Benford's out for a game. Trey White steps up to the plate and smacks a home run. You had an interception against the Patriots during a drive where the Bills had to do something on defense. It was 3rd and 25, third quarter. May drops back and throws one up deep. You run stride for stride with Mac Hollins and have to adjust your body to the sidelines to grab the interception. How did you know I got a chance at this thing?
First of all, 3rd and 25, so you thinking, obviously the offense might run a draw or a screen, something to just get half of the yardage back, just to at least try to get in field goal range, or at least try to, pin us deeper and try to get us inside the red zone. Inside, backed up as far as our offense to punt. But they took a shot, and I was just playing our zone coverage where I just don't let the guy get on top of me. But I was able to just get in phase, was able to look back and track the ball, and I was just able to make a great catch. We talk about practicing, taking the practice to the field. That's something that we always practice each and every day, and practice the deep ball. The deep ball is the most important thing. If you can take the ball away and be able to track the ball and catch it and cover your receiver, I just feel like, those was one of those plays where, it wasn't something that I just so happened to do. I just feel like, when you practice things, they seem to, come to fruition. So I'm just happy that it really came, because I have been waiting on one, Maddy.
Yep.
I've been waiting on one. It's been a long time.
Well, you got one. Week 15, you made it happen.
I had a goose egg on the board.
Not anymore, Trey.
That's not a good look. That's not a good look. So I've been waiting on one.
It doesn't matter how you started. It matters how you finish.
Okay, we're not done yet, though.
You're not done yet.
We got 3 more weeks.
3 more weeks in the regular season.
We're going to take it a week at a time. So let's just hope, we go into Cleveland. Great things are happening.
Yeah.
Great things are happening.
A lot happens in the few seconds that you have to figure out, I can make this interception, and I'm going to make sure I stay in bounds, because you were right near the sidelines. What's the process in those few seconds to make sure it's going to happen for me?
I think the most important thing is catching the ball. Catching the ball is the most important thing, because if you don't catch the ball, none of the body, standing bounce, none of that matters. But so I feel like catching the ball and tracking the ball is the most important thing. But I just feel like if you can get a piece of your body down and bounce, I think that counts for 2 feet. So I was just so happy, to track the ball, catch it, and have enough room to, get my arms down. So, but at first I didn't think they gave me the catch. But once I got up and I realized
it was awesome.
When I realized the ref had signaled it the other way, that's why I kind of dropped the ball. If you can see, I dropped the ball, so I didn't know. But when I saw that he gave me that interception, Maddy, look.
You were celebrating.
Oh, I was turned up.
You did
complete
the opposite. We're finishing each other's sentences.
The complete opposite of what our boy CB would do. I'm turning it up, man. I told you, if I get an interception, I'm turning it up. It's been a long time. I'm him. You don't know what I was saying. I did a little Chris Brown. See, they didn't show it on TV. I did a little Chris Brown.
We didn't see it on TV.
I know somebody got it somewhere, but I actually did.
We gotta find it.
I'm pretty sure I messed it all up, but yeah, it was fun.
If you can run it.
If anybody's been to Chris Brown tour, you know the dance I'm talking about. Like, it's a challenge, y'all.
Yeah.
But just to get one, Maddy, oh my, it felt great. Great.
They say a wise man named Tre'Davious White once said, "They come in bunches."
So keep coming, keep them coming. Let's just hope they just keep falling out of the sky. Keep falling out of the sky.
Ray Davis was a big factor in the game for Buffalo. You're playing against the best special teams unit in the league, and the Patriots, and Ray Davis says, you know what? I'm going to show up and have a great game. 58-yard kick return to start off the second half. The Bills score on that drive, and then they keep scoring. Davis was a big momentum giver to the team. How do you believe momentum works for a team?
It's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, as you can see from our game last week against the Bengals, a pick 6 by CB, then another pick on it, completely changed the game. So momentum is big. I mean, once the team get the momentum, then the players get the confidence, and then no matter what the play calls, we just going out there flying around because we just feel confident in everything that's going on in the flow of the game. I just feel like when you have that confident piece, the momentum just flows in, and that's what happened with us. We got on the road, 5 straight TD drives.
Wild.
That's momentum.
Yeah.
Then with the defense getting 3 and outs, Ray Davis, like you
3
said,
and outs, INT.
great field position from special team. I didn't even know
they have a returner who has 2 touchdowns. They have a really good return unit.
Oh yeah, for sure. 25, the returner, Jones. He's dynamic.
Yeah.
He's good at what he does on the defensive side of the ball, but once he get the ball in hand, he's pretty special.
So
I know.
We gotta show up in a game like this on special teams.
But that's Sam Franklin. Oh yeah. You know what? What's crazy? So I'm watching film. I just so happen to flick on a special scene side. I'm just like, man.
You're like, let me take a peek.
Because Sam is next to me. He's next to me.
I gotta watch my guy.
I'm gonna see Sam. Let me see what Sam be talking about out there. Because every time he comes to the sideline, he throwing 6 or 7 cuss words every time he walk off the field. Sam Franklin is cursing about something because they can't do nothing to contain him. They hold him. They triple team. So I was like, man, let me flick this on. Let me see what's. So on the special team, I'm saying, okay, let me go on kickoff. So that's where you go down. That's where he's most aggressive.
You're gonna eat.
So I go down there. So I paused the film. Maddy, I kid you not, it was 3 people. 3 people blocked. He was getting triple teamed.
No way. That's how good he is.
This guy, I see why. I was like, okay, so when we get in the mid, I'm gonna tell him I see why you come over there cursing. This guy, he's a dog. He's a dog out there on the special teams. But man, yeah. I don't know why I had to tell this stuff.
I like that. That's a great story.
Man.
You're storytelling right now. Sam Franklin is one of those guys where he comes to Buffalo, you get to know him. I'm not in the meeting, so I don't get to know him as quick as you guys do, but it was pretty easy to tell, this guy just fits in Buffalo. He's a funny character. He really loves his teammates. Seems like a big culture guy. And it's players like that where you're like, whew, I hope he stays here for a few years.
Man, I would want him on my side.
Yeah.
At all times. A person that's gonna go out there with that energy each and every day. He comes with it.
That juice.
And every Sunday. But like that's just a story that I had to tell. But also Ray is leading the NFL in kick return
Okay,
rounds,
Mr.
right?
Statistician.
I know my stats now. I
Yeah.
know my teammates now.
Mhm.
Like you ask me something about my
Tre'Davious
teammates,
White, the analyst.
I'm gonna know. You ask me anything about my guys, I'm gonna know.
Yeah.
Me and Ray Davis, we steam room brothers. You didn't know that. So that in the mornings for the last 2 or 3 weeks,
You guys
I
get
get in the
right,
steaming room. Me and Ray Davis in there together for like
chopping it up.
6 or 7 minutes. 6. Oh,
Stop.
oh, 6
You
or
did
7.
Not.
I did. 6 or 7 minutes. I mean, we're in there. We cross paths in the morning. Like his routine and my routine, it just so happened to combine together. But yeah.
How cool is that? A guy like him who last year he had, I think it was upwards of 6 touchdowns in his rookie year, being used in the run game a lot. This year, not as much because of the flow of the game, the flow of the season. But you find a new role for him as a returner, and Sean McDermott spoke about it this week, said his mindset has been phenomenal. He probably didn't think this was going to be my calling card this year, but what he's done with the opportunity and found a new home in addition to his role as a running back. Like, wow, I can be a difference maker in this area.
I mean, those are game-changing plays.
Yeah.
To get the ball at the 45, 50-yard, like, or even cross the logo, like, that's huge. Like, that's 2 first downs and you're in the red zone. So it's, when you have an offense like we have, I mean, and having somebody to get you the ball in plus territory or at the 40 or the 45, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge for our offense. Like, the confidence level, I mean, goes up. You in 4-down territory. You got 4 downs that you're working with because you know you're in proximity because you know we have a great kicker. You know you get 1 first down, you got points. So for a guy like Ray Davis to be able to get us in positions like that, like that's huge. I mean, because it just lessens the load on Josh and the offense to getting points or drawing up huge plays where the field is kind of shrink down already. So we're already in the green area. So I just think that it's huge. I mean, and then you know how hard it is to drive the field like on a great defense, like 5 plays, another 5 plays, like
You gotta
10,
grind
12
it out.
plays.
Yeah.
Like, you know how hard it is for our offense to do that? Like,
to sustain
you can
that,
practice so much, but like
not get penalties.
yes, like the attention to detail to be able to sustain that and do that, like game in and game out and drive in and drive out, is so hard. That's why offenses need chunk plays. Like, they need huge plays, explosive plays, and when offense is able to get those, like those are what like the points come at. Like, that's where points go up. So I just feel like as a defensive player, like, you always want to try to limit the big plays, and if you can do that and force the offense to just drive the ball 10, 12 plays each and every series, that's hard to do. And if an offense does do that, like, you gotta kind of tip your hat to them on that Sunday. It's hard, but it's tough to do, to try to be mistake-free, penalty-free each and every drive. Like, you gotta have a little luck. So it's a lot that goes into it. So I just feel like that's something that's definitely difficult to do, especially in this league.
Thank you, Ray Davis, for what you've done so far for this offense in the second half of the season. Our interview this week is with defensive end AJ Epenesa. You got a good AJ Epenesa story?
That's my guy right
That's
there.
your guy.
That's my guy. I got a story. We draft AJ 2020, right?
Yeah, it was during COVID.
Okay, we draft AJ 2020.
2020?
So,
yeah.
me just being, I'm like, I said, who did we draft? Iowa. So I text Micah, I'm like, who this from Iowa we getting? Like, we getting somebody from Iowa.
Guy.
I'm like, okay, Micah, like, okay, if he's coming from Iowa, I know, tough, grind, okay. So I look at a video, like, I was like, oh, he's huge, like a big dude. Like, he got here, man, it was like the complete opposite. Like, like how when people go into retirement, like the offensive linemen go in retirement or the D linemen, they get real small.
Yep.
Like, he came.
That's what he came in as.
Small.
Yep.
Like, I was like, I thought he was a D tackle. Like, he came in like literally 30 pounds less than what I saw.
Because of the training he did during the off season.
And man,
because of COVID and all of that, so he trained.
So he wasn't getting no food. I know they got food in
Not
Iowa.
because he was getting any food. The type of training, the cardio, those things.
he came. I feel like that is great. That was great for him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know
Because
why.
people could say it's not great. Why do you think it was great?
Look what AJ doing right now.
Okay.
He got more picks than me.
Good.
He got more interceptions than I do. I was actually
2 this
joking with
season.
him about that on Friday in the hot tub. Like, you really like taking the ball away, dude. Like, but then like, stop the run, get after the quarterback, interceptions. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you put AJ Epenesa at free set, like
He could run
he's
with some
fast
guys.
too. Like
Yeah.
he's fast too. Do you see him when he get the ball? Like he elusive.
Mhm.
Like he's not like boring with the ball. Like once he get it, like he kind of entertaining
do
with it.
something.
Yeah, he can do some stuff with it. So I feel like AJ a baller.
AJ
AJ a
is a
baller. You
baller.
gonna enjoy it. I'm going to tune into this interview this week.
Whoa.
AJ, one of my guys. I love AJ
Okay.
Epenesa for sure.
I love it. Well, enjoy the interview with AJ, and we'll be back after. AJ, thanks for coming on Inside the Charge, hanging out. Last time we had you with Greg, and this time we just got you. So thanks, man.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me.
The takeaways have come in bunches for the defense as of late. When the aggressive meter is turned up a notch, why have you guys been able to answer?
Yeah, it's just something we practice all the time. I mean, we do takeaway circuit, tackle circuit, but the most important thing on the field is the ball, right? So if we can get that back, give it to our offense, that'll give us a chance to win every time.
You had a takeaway off of a tipped pass against Cincinnati. How did you make sure you were in the right place to grab the interception?
Yeah, no, I give all the credit to Phil. You know, he tipped the ball probably 3-4 times at practice. We had guys intercepting screens. It's, you know, it's something that we practice all the time to where when he tipped it, you know, it's almost like I knew he was going to tip it because that's what we've been practicing. He's been hammering that detail so many times and he's been doing it every day that it's not a surprise when it happens in the game.
There are a lot of tipped balls at practice and interceptions at practice. How often does it happen where in a week leading up to a game, you got a lot of interceptions in practice, and in the game, you see it happen as well?
Yeah, no, that might be the most gratifying feeling is it's something that you've worked on all week, you've had some success at it all week, and you've really felt it. And then when you go out into the big day, the big game, when it's time to execute and you really do it 100%, make the play, that might be one of the best feelings in the world.
After you grab that interception, you post on social media all the wonderful pictures of it, and the caption is blessed. What are you most blessed by?
That's funny you asked that. I was thinking about that. I was just thinking about how, you know, I am blessed to be here. I'm blessed to have the teammates that I have, and just blessed to be where my feet are today, and I try to never take that for granted.
You now have 4 career interceptions, just the second defensive lineman, that's a Buffalo Bill, to make that happen. How have you been around the football so much?
You know, sometimes you're in the right place at the right time, and sometimes you can really practice it. But, you know, I give a lot of credit to my teammates for helping me out. And this is going to be a little weird when I say this. You know, Micah Hyde, he has this thing. I'm sure you've heard about it, where he sniffs the ball. And the whole idea of it is you have a nose for the ball. You'll find it. You have a nose for it. I'm on the scent. And the ball's going to find you. And I mean, twice this year, the 2 times that I've really thought about Micah, did the act of smelling the ball. It's a little on the crazy side, but you actually did it. Those are the 2 games I was able to have my takeaways. And it's just kind of funny when things like that happen. It's almost like, did it happen because of that, or did you have a nose for the ball? And it's just, I think it boils down to belief. You have to believe it's going to happen.
I like it. You have to believe it's going to happen. When do you sniff the ball to start that belief process, AJ?
It could be any point of the week. Leading up to the game, it could be Monday, it could be Sunday right before kickoff. As long as you find that scent, you'll find the ball.
I love that. Thank you, Micah.
Yes.
We appreciate
Shout out
you,
Micah.
Micah.
We love you, man.
You said it's also a credit to teammates for pressuring the quarterback, allowing a throw to go off that's interceptable. How has that unit as a whole really elevated your play in your 6 seasons here?
Yeah, it's, I mean, you've seen it. We've had people come in and come out, and just the adjustments and adaptability it takes for each season, but just also the difficulty it takes to be a people person and gelling with new teammates every year, and the ability to do that, to create that mesh and that flow for the room. You know, it just makes it that much easier to come into the building and to just enjoy going to work every day.
You guys have been sending a lot of corner blitzes lately to pressure the quarterback. When that hits, what's the best part?
I actually had a great view of it this weekend when CB had his sack. It was nice and snowy out there, and it's just like I said, those are things we really harp on in practice, and those are timing things. Those are things that it takes more than just physical ability to do. It takes more than just I'm bigger and faster and stronger than you are. It takes some mental toughness and awareness. And like I said earlier, like whenever those things hit and it's a little schemy, it's a little tricky, and those hit, I mean, it's like I said, it's the best feeling in the world.
A corner blitz isn't just we're going to send a corner at the quarterback when the ball's snapped. It's easy. There's disguise. You have to time it up. How hard is it to successfully do that?
Yeah, it's like I was saying, it's not easy. It's a feel thing, and we have great guys out there. And I mean, obviously Christian Benford on his multiple plays he made this weekend
Just
on
send
blitzes.
him on corner blitzes all the time.
But those are all feel. I mean, he could feel the timing of the snap. He got the sack. He could feel the screen was about to be thrown. He just jumps up and snags it out the air. It's a lot of that is the mental side of just being prepared when it's time to go, and then letting your God-given talents take over from there.
AJ, this is your 6th year with the Buffalo Bills, 6th year in the NFL. What's different about you this season?
Other than the fact of being a little older, I try to bring energy and juice every day, especially to game day, and just, I'd like to think not much is different other than I've maybe grown a little bit, matured, and I just try to be the best teammate I can be, and I think that's some of the things that help me grow.
What area do you think you've grown the most?
I think a big part of it is just being able to be myself and opening up. I think football is football, and I think the sport is consistent throughout your whole life. Obviously, there's levels to it, but I mean the friendships and the relationships you have, and the time you put in the building is different everywhere. And so, being able to be open and be yourself, I think, is something that can truly open your game to be the best you can be.
You look around the defensive line room, there's younger guys now. There's 2 rookies in the room, 3 rookies in the room that have been a part of the mix this season. How have you elevated those leadership skills?
Yeah, it's actually funny. I've coming into this year, this is the first time we've had so many guys that are actually younger than me versus me being the younger guy and being the sponge and asking questions and things like that. But I feel blessed and lucky to have such good rookies that care about the game and care about learning, that they make it easy to be a vet because they're all sponges. They all want to hear what you have to say, and they all respect you in your game, and all the older guys, because they're just really good people, and they're good rookies, and they're nice to have around.
Speaking of learning from different players in the defensive line room, Joey Bosa is in his 10th year, has averaged more than 7 sacks a season. What's the most unique thing you've learned from Bosa?
From Joey? He's a pretty interesting guy. Me and him are a lot more alike than I initially anticipated. But I guess I would say he's pretty chill. Like, that's probably what most surprised me, was how chill he was, and how kind of, I guess, mellow is probably the better term for it. He's a pretty calm going guy. You don't really see him riled up too much. But he has that switch to where when it's game time, like he flips that switch, and when it's time to work on details, he's detail oriented. He works hard. He's a true pro. I mean, the cool thing about it is he has all the success that he's had, but he's probably the last person to leave the building every day. He gets every lift in, whether his body's hurting, whether his body's aching. Like, it's fun to see, and it's cool to have him as a teammate.
I've been walking past here like 6 o'clock at night, and who's in the weight room? It's just Joey Bosa.
Joey by
I'm
himself.
Like, are you getting in your 5th lift today?
Yeah, like, are you okay in here? And he's probably in there not saying a word to anybody, but he's working hard, and he's getting himself right for Sunday.
When it's go time, when it's game time, how do you flip that switch?
I don't know. I've always enjoyed game day, and I've always enjoyed being able to just kind of let it all out on game day. I think that's something that I've always done, and it's kind of funny to see some people's reactions sometimes, like, hey, you look kind of angry on the game day and this and that. And I'm like, it's just Sunday, like, because I try to carry myself as a calm and respectful and just calm, chill guy when I'm out. But when it's Sundays,
you're giving those vibes right now, AJ. Calm, chill.
But on
Good
Sunday,
time.
It's time to turn it up, and that's kind of the mindset I think I take to it. And we play a very violent, very physical game, and I think there's a certain mindset that comes with it, and a certain level of intensity that comes along with it. And I think I found a good, happy medium
Happy
for
medium.
me. Yeah.
Is there something you have to do when you wake up on Sunday, or do you just wake up and you're in the mood?
It's definitely a mindset thing. I love how the brain works and how people trick their brain into certain things. Like there's the term faking it till you make it,
Yeah.
but then there's other like you have to mentally prepare yourself for the battle that's to come. And I think for me it's kind of the whole day leading up to it, the night before, kind of just taking a step back, visualization. I'm a huge visualization guy, but if you can see it before it happens, like who's going to see it? Who else will see it if you don't see it? And that's kind of the mindset I take to it. If I don't believe it, why would they?
Using visualization to picture what's going to happen on a game day, how does that work for you?
I think it's different for everybody, and for me, I like to take it to the little details, to the big things, to the making splash plays. But it always starts out with I see myself. I've done this play a million times. I can see in my head, I'm in my stance. I can see the O-lineman in front of me, and I can see how his footwork's going about it, how his blocks are going, and how my hands and feet are working, and the success that I'm having, that I'm visualizing of me having. And whenever you're able to do that and have so many details in there, and then when it happens, it's almost like I saw that before it happened, and it's kind of an
Deja
incredible
vu.
feeling. Yeah, it's a little bit like that, but it's happened enough times to where I'm a true believer, to where I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna visualize all these things that I know I have the capability of doing, and then when it happens, it'll be no surprise.
The Bills have been so good in December. You guys are 19-3 at this point in the season in December since 2020. What's the reason behind that?
I'd like to think we have a lot of tough guys on our team, a lot of guys that work hard, and this is the dog days. When they say dog days of camp, we're in the back end of the season. Guys that played a lot of football, bodies are hurting, and this is just this is the part of the season where it truly shows, like, this is where we push. This is where it means the most. This is this and that, and it's I think when you have a group of guys like we have, that's what makes it easy, is that everybody's so looking forward to the opportunities that it is easy to finish it out.
You guys have played for a long time now. It's December. The body is never 100% at this point in the season. Since you've been in the NFL for 6 years now, what have you learned about what you need to do to push for the final 5 weeks?
Yeah. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Obviously, each Sunday is different. Each Sunday you have different levels of exhaustion, different levels of soreness on that following Monday and everything like that. But it's all about recovery, taking care of your body. I mean, that's the thing you'll hear from everybody. They're going to tell you this and that. But I will say this year more than any other year, we've had the most. We call them powwows on the D-line, kind of joking with our coach and everything. But this is the most we've ever been together off the field, outside the facility. And, as much as the game is physical, I'm a believer it is mental. And you have to mentally be here just as much as you are physically here. And if you're thinking about something else, then it's almost as if you're not here, if that makes any sense. But when you can have those powwows, those get-togethers and things like that, I have a good feeling that a lot of our people on our D-line truly love each other and view each other as brothers. And when you can make that happen, it makes mental so much easier. It makes everything so much easier because you genuinely care about what I'm going to do for you as a teammate.
You know who loves you guys a lot and loves the Bills, loves Bills Mafia? Jordan Phillips. The ultimate hype man. You watch him during a game. What is he doing before a huddle? He's hyping up the crowd. When you look over and he's doing that, what's going through your mind?
In my head, I'm just like, that's him. There he is. Like, we need that. And it's incredible because I think when he first started doing it, people were kind of like, oh, it's just one of the guys trying to get the crowd hyped. But if you've ever heard the crowd before and after Phil did that, or does his action of getting everybody into it, the roar whenever he gets the people going is incredible. And they feed off of Phil. The people feed off of Phil, and us as players feed off of Phil. And so it's pretty cool to see him go.
Does he say anything to you guys when he's doing that before or after?
Nope. It just those bear paws just go up and the people get louder. It's just kind of. I think they're looking for it now. Like
Yeah.
they just are looking for Phil, and once they see it, they know. They know.
They know. He is so good at that. Also so good at rocking the puffer jacket at practices. Have you ever thought maybe I should try one day?
It's crossed my mind. You know, my jersey's already tight enough as it is, so I've kind of I've thought I'm not going to do that. I'll leave that to Phil.
Leave it to Phil.
I'll leave it to Phil.
How much joy does he bring the defensive line room and the team?
He's just the best. I mean, you talk about energy and you talk about personality, and just kind of, I mean, a person that you would also want to strive to be like one day when you talk about just being a genuinely good person. And like you said, he cares about each and every person on this team, and he tries to find ways to make your day easier just by being who he is. Like he wants everybody to have a smile on their face, and he wants everybody to enjoy being here.
Quick, going around the defensive line room, who's somebody who always has something to say?
Daquan Jones.
Who's the closest thing to being a wizard in the defensive line room? I'm
Joe.
thinking like you know the game better than most.
Oh, a wizard? Like
Yeah.
at football?
Yeah.
Oh, I think we have a lot of wizards at football. A lot of guys who are pretty good. I'd probably have to go DQ at that as well, though, because he's a nerd.
Okay.
Like he's really good at watching film and dissecting everything in one watch. Like he saw it
Wow.
all in just one. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And you're like, whoa,
I'm like,
DQ. How'd you do
what
that,
was the
bro?
name of that play again? Yeah. No, it's-
Teach me your ways.
Yeah.
Who's the best dressed?
Oh, we have. Yeah, this might be. Big Phil's up there. DQ's definitely up there as well. He's a repeat name. I'll probably go Big Phil. I think Big Phil's
Big Phil?
consistently the best dressed. Yeah,
I love it.
consistency.
And in your eyes, who's grown the most this year in the defensive line
Grown
room?
the most. Grown the most. I would like to say TJ or Deion Walker.
love it.
Those young
Two
guys
rooks.
have taken some huge steps forward, and they've done some pretty good things for us.
How fun is it to watch a rookie grow up before your eyes in their first year?
I will say it is fun. It's fun having the young guys and watching their success and being able to be truly happy for it and seeing, like we were talking about earlier, watching them put in those hours of practice and then them make that specific play that they practice so hard. I mean, we're cheering for them like we were out there making
Yeah.
plays. It's pretty cool.
I know you're an anime guy. What anime are we watching right now?
Right now, I actually just started the Cyberpunk anime on Netflix,
Okay.
recommended by Joey.
Okay.
And I've been watching Gachia. This is a weird name. It's called Gachia Kuda.
All right.
I've been watching that for some time. It was pretty good, so I stopped so I can binge the last, I think, 7-8 episodes. So I've got 2 right now that I'm on.
All right. Recommend it to the people?
Oh, yeah. Cyberpunk and Gachia Kuda.
Awesome. AJ, thanks for the time. Always appreciate talking to you.
Yes, thank you for having me.
All right, we're back. We hope you enjoyed that interview with defensive end AJ Epenesa. We're kicking this off with the dog of the week. But first, before you say anything, Trey, I got a little surprise. Let's see if I can catch this. Yeah.
Oh, we got. Oh, we got.
It's a top
Oh, it's here.
dog trophy.
It's here.
Now, let me tell you the backstory.
now.
I go on Amazon to order this thing, and I see it says top dog. I'm like, okay, this is great. I knew it was going to be small, but Trey, I didn't know it was going to be like the size
this.
of my palm.
No.
Like, that's itty bitty.
Look.
So I was like, will Trey love this, or do we need to return it and get a bigger
nah,
dog
that's
size award?
First of all, great job by you.
Hold on. You are my top dog this week, Trey.
Hold up,
you are
hold
the
up.
dog
You
of
get-
the week for getting an interception.
Come on now. I'll
You.
take that. Give me. You see this? It's kind of heavy too. I thought it was light. But this is brilliant by you, by the way.
What do you
This is
think?
brilliant. I love this. I don't think we should send it back. I think this is great. Like, somebody whoever gets dog of the week,
Put it right in your locker.
put them in the week
Yeah.
so everybody can see.
Nobody
Like,
can lose that.
We got an open locker room too, so like
Yeah.
everybody going
Dun,
and everybody messing with
dun.
it. You gave me dog of the week.
You're
giving
my,
up
you're
dog of the
my
week
dog
now?
of the week.
Like,
No,
okay.
only this week because I knew you weren't going to give it to yourself.
Oh, nah. But I know who's the real.
Okay,
dog.
who are you?
This guy. A lot going on in the week. You know, I mean, dealing with, the body, the aches and pains of just the season, Then we practice on this turf. I know this guy hates practicing on the turf. He's an avid, no practice.
He's a grass lover.
No, he's a grass lover for sure. Grounding, flat foot, whatever it is. New baby this week. Bills record for the tight ends. The most passing touchdowns in tight ends in Bills history.
Yep.
Huge. 88. Dawson Knox.
Dawson Knox.
Dawson
Give it up.
Knox.
Give it up.
He's the dog of the week.
Wow.
He don't know this yet, but this is going to be sitting in his locker. Should we present it to him, Maddie, or should I just send it, put it in his locker?
That's a good idea.
Put it in his locker. And he's like,
good
what
question.
And we should get, like,
you know what?
somebody to record him.
True, but some of these guys, their locker rooms are a little bit untidy. Their lockers, I should say. So would some even notice it's in there? That's what I'm trying to say.
Dawson is one of those guys. He's one of those guys that got 2 lockers. When
big time.
You big time.
When you're breaking
breaking
Bills records for most receiving touchdowns by a tight end.
He's one of the few guys that got 2 lockers. He got 2 lockers. So I don't know if he would see it. It's kind of.
I think I like the presentation that you give them.
Okay.
You'd be like, you're the dog of the week, man. Whatever you want to say.
I think I'm going to catch him after practice this week one day, and I'm just going to present it to him. I think that'll be good.
I think that'll be good because that adds to it.
Yes. But this dude is an absolute dog. Like, the way that I just see him battle, like the tight ends with, what our offense asks him to do. Block.
Dirty work.
A lot of dirty work. Crack. Like, block D ends. Like, catch out the, whenever he goes out for the routes, I just think this guy's a great tight end. Like he does it all. He can run routes. He blocks like we said, but great hands catch, contested catches, like dirty work. Just doing it all, and he's been doing it for a long time. 7th season.
Whew.
7th season. He's been doing it for a while too.
He's a vet.
Big vet.
When does somebody start to be a vet?
A big vet?
Yeah.
It's a vet, and then
what
it's
year?
big
What
vet.
year in your mind?
I think he just hit it like around
year
that
7?
7-ish.
You did it again.
8-ish.
You said 6-7 again.
I didn't even try to do that though. I mean, yeah, but
and you're doing this.
Yeah, not even trying though. But I just feel like around that 6, 7, 8 year mark.
Yeah.
You get the big vet. I mean, once you pass that 5, that nickel, I just feel like you got a lot of stripes.
To be on a team in today's day and age for 7 years says a lot about you too.
And that's a rarity.
Yeah.
Because in this business, it's year to year, like we always say, but to be trusted by, an organization for 7 years, drafted here, multiple extensions.
Yep. A baby.
2
touchdowns.
2 touchdowns, passing the record.
Yep.
I mean, like, what more could you ask?
Exactly.
And you know what? I got a story about our top dog.
Love a story.
So after the win, we driving home on the interstate, and I get it. I understand. Like, he's trying to get home to the baby.
Like, can you go faster?
Knox was on one, man. He was on one.
He
Like,
was tripping a
I
little
know my
bit.
teammate. He was on one. He wasn't going crazy. It wasn't crazy, but I felt him. I know why he was doing what he was doing.
You felt the energy.
Oh yeah, for sure. He was touchdowns, 2, game ball.
Yep. He did
Want to get home.
the
He did the
touchdown
baby.
celly.
He was trying to, and we sit by each other on the plane too.
Yeah.
Only thing he looking at pictures of his baby girl.
Oh.
After the game, he just broke the record, but he's just looking at pictures of his baby girl. So
How cute.
I get it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You've been there.
Dog of the week, Dawson Knox, great guy. Like,
I also hear he's such a great
teammate.
leader and a great teammate. Like, Josh Allen has shouted him out for on being an unsung hero in the locker room.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like positive, always positive, no matter what. A guy that's been through a lot, for himself.
Yeah, definitely.
But positive. I've been here for 6 of the 7 years. But great teammate. Even coming in, like a guy that never scored a touchdown in college.
Yes.
I know.
You're with the stats. You're
know
with the
my
stats
people
today.
to be able to come from that.
Yeah.
But and also comes the top tight end
Scorer.
touchdown getter
Yep.
in such a short span. Like that's huge, and it just shows like the work that he puts in. And like each and every week we talk about it. Like it's just not a surprise. Like
These guys
are you know, having success. Like when you put it in, like it's
good guy.
It's gonna come back. And then you have the faith aspect that with Dawson. Like great guy. So top dog of the week, great guy, great teammate. I love Dawson. Dawson is the dog of the week, top dog of the week, top dad of the week.
Top dad of the week.
I mean, first
top touchdown scorer of the
week. Two of them in a big time game.
Yeah.
That second one on third down, huge
mismatch in the red zone.
This guy, I mean, he's a Bill through and through.
He's a great way to put it.
For real.
All right, I can't wait for Dawson to get our new trophy.
You did a great job.
I did. Okay.
I'm just gonna let you know. This is a great job.
Oh no.
I didn't want to. This is what I had in mind. Like something that the guys would look at and be like,
are you
what?
For real?
Yeah. So yeah, I just think this is perfect.
Okay, good. All right, we got a couple fan questions to wrap us up here. Richard wants to know, what's the biggest difference between man and zone?
I mean,
take us to school, Trey.
Okay. Obviously, you know, man to man, like you're locked on your man, like, but you have certain, you know, aspects where two receivers can be in proximity where I can work with my nickel or my other cornerback or my safety, depending on what man-to-man call we're in and where our help is and what leverage we should be. Is dog man, where you don't want to let the guy get inside across your face, or it's, you know, cover one man where you have somebody inside, where you have a lurker inside, where somebody inside that can help you on end break. So it just depends on, you know, what man you're in. But I mean, obviously though, that's how you do the man-to-man defense. But in zone, it's more of a field base where kind of, you know, hovering over a guy, not really hugging over him the whole time. But I just feel like zone is more matchy. But I just feel like now in today's game, it's all zones turn into man.
I know, it's like zone with matchup concepts.
For sure, because if you just gonna run and be 5 yards from a guy and never connect to him, like, you might as well just let him play 7-on-7.
Yeah.
So now more zone is man-ish in every aspect now. So I just think when you obviously are in man-to-man coverage, you know, you're down in the person's face and you up and challenging and making it harder, trying to throw it off the timing. But with zones, you're more softer, you're back, you know, you just don't want the offense to go over your head. You don't want to give up deep balls. So yeah, I think, but in today's NFL, it's just so hard. Like, zones can look like man, and man can look like zone too. So it's just however that defense, you know, looks at the offense that they're going against, because I just feel like going into each and every week, defenses don't use the same principles each and every week going against how dynamic offenses are today. So looking at it from a player point of view, I mean, so many ways you can put it. It's so much deeper than just...
You're simplifying a very complicated concept.
It's complicated to me, but I just think that, you know, however you look at the game, or like however you look at a certain formation, because guys look at defense differently.
Yep.
That's why they have so many different schemes in itself. So, but yeah, just simply put, man-to-man, you locked up on the guy, no zone eyes, don't look at the quarterback, keep your eyes on your man in his zone coverage. You could look at the quarterback while looking at a man also, you know, by having a certain area that you have to cover.
You hear also a lot from defensive players, secondary, who are getting drafted into the NFL. They play a lot of man in college, and it takes some time to get that feel for how to be a good zone defender at the NFL level. Yeah,
I mean, for sure. A guy has, you know, and myself coming from LSU, like, that's all we did. Press man, man-to-man, all day. First, second, third, fourth down, didn't matter. Like, we were playing man-to-man. But getting drafted here, more zone-based, you know, zone scheme, cover four-ish, you know. So, you know, too high safety. But I just feel like if you're a guy that can do both, like, that's great. And I feel like with me, that helped me in my career to be able to be a guy come from a man-to-man background, come to a zone-based scheme, and be able to excel in that. But also, like, as a corner, like, that helps you out too. You're not stressing each and every play,
Yeah.
like twitching and turning
Having
each
to
and every
flip
play.
your brain on and off.
That take the toll on your body too, like constantly practicing that and doing that in the game, constantly man to man. That's a lot on the hips and the legs too. So if you can be able to like sit back in zone and like kind of relax and look at the quarterback, give you a great opportunity to make plays on the ball too when you can see the quarterback and feel for the receivers
Can
too.
fool a little bit more in zone too. You can disguise a little bit more where.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I mean, that's the thing you want to do. With these quarterbacks in these leagues, you want to kind of like disguise and try to make it look like something else. But I feel like the best defense are the defenses that can be able to fool the quarterback, which is hard to do. But when you can fool the quarterback and make them thinking that it's something that it's not, I mean, that's where you get the interceptions. And when you're in zone coverage, your eyes are back and you can see the ball coming.
Just like
Hands
you did.
Hands catch.
Hands catch, not body catch.
No, we like
Catch with
hands
the
catch.
hands.
Hands catch.
All day.
Best, all day. That's what you want to do. You get into the body, like, no matter. Some things can happen.
Yep.
Like, you can fall, and you know how they are with these replays. The ball move a little bit, they're not giving you the catch.
But you caught it. Interception for Trey White. Okay, last fan question. Stacy wants to know, who is somebody who's turned into a bigger leader this year in your eyes? Could be on offense, could be on defense. Who's grown in their leadership skills?
Since I've been back, I mean, gauging from just the off season or just from.
You could go from off season
or
to
years
where we're
past,
at now.
coming back, or where we are now.
Yeah, we're
Just a
coming
bigger
back
leader.
now.
Bigger leader. Who I would say, I mean, he's become more vocal. Than years past. I played with him, Taron Johnson.
Yeah. Okay,
Taron,
T.
great player.
Yeah.
Great player. Like, can do it. Does a lot for our defense. Like, cover, tackle. He plays cornerback, nickel, back, linebacker, all of that. Safety. Does it all. And, have to do it each and every week. And he's 180 and he's in the box. He's tackling, and he's covering the best guy too. So, but he was always a guy that kind of exemplified, just showed, the result being like the work being put in, but like not
leading
vocally.
by example.
Just leading by example and doing everything right. Like great routine, take care of his body, like works extremely hard, even in the off season.
Weaver State grad.
Just a guy that just does everything the right way, and a guy that I'm extremely close to, one of my best friends. So, I mean, I just feel like the step that that's taken with, Micah and Poirier leaving, then he had to step up, with myself leaving too. But in the defensive back room, holding the traditions, doing the same thing, and he's holding it down, and he's the one that's like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and him exemplifying that, and just him leading the group. I mean, he does a great job when he talks to us too, like about like game plan, leading meetings, extra meetings we have.
Okay, Taron.
I mean, he's just a great teammate, and I love T. But he's a guy that that comes to mind when I think about has took a step as far as the way he leads, and it also paying off, and young guys looking at him for leadership, and he's doing it the right way and then leading us. We playing great ball, in second. And he's a guy that has to communicate on the field. And he, had to communicate run fits, combo coverages, stuff like that. He does a lot.
Easy.
So I just feel like, with all that stress on the field that he has to go through within, the lines, then off the field, with him being the same guy and being that same guy consistently each and every day, no matter what, I mean, that's huge.
Taron's awesome. Big fan of Taron. Trey, you did some great storytelling today. We got to learn a lot about the guys in blue and red on the Buffalo Bills. So
that's what I do.
That's what you do. You give us the stats and you storytell.
My stat getting is crazy right now.
Yeah, you need to put some glasses on.
Come on now.
I think paper.
I think And this is just coming out my head. You feel me?
Yeah, when you pull that Dawson Knox
That
stat out of
Dawson
your
Knox.
bag,
But
I'm
I
like,
knew
oh,
that
yeah,
because
you're right.
I was like, hold on. That's something that he taught.
Yeah.
He told me, years past. So
And you were
stuff I
probably
just
like,
don't
what?
forget.
Huh?
But I just couldn't believe that.
Yeah, it is crazy. I remember.
That's
when
how
we
you just
drafted him.
know, like, when it comes to those things, like, you could get better when you get into the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, it's so many cases of guys, like, getting better, being better players
Yeah.
than they were in college. I mean,
Punching above their draft grade.
draft grades.
Draft grades.
I don't like that. I
Get
don't
him
like the
outta
draft grade.
here.
Because I just feel like my junior
first
year.
Rounder.
No, my junior year, I wanted to go in the draft. And they was like, yeah, nah, you need to go back, brother. It's not the time.
Are you happy you did that?
I am. I was able to graduated, spend more time in college. I mean, I had fun. I enjoyed it. So, no.
Wouldn't change it?
No, I wouldn't change it
That's
for sure.
good.
Nah, it was a great time. I had a great time. I was able to spend more time with my friends who
Yeah.
still are my closest friends today. So, it was great. And then LSU, I mean, had a great time. Great food, great atmosphere. I mean, so yeah. But that draft grade that draft grade hurt my feelings. That hurt my feelings. That was bad.
You're like, who's talking now? Look at me.
Yeah.
Look at what I've done.
Draft grades. I want to start grading now.
Okay.
I'm gonna start grading.
All right.
I'm gonna start grading the draft graders. Let's see how that feels.
I like that. All right. That's going to do it for us in today's episode of Inside the Charge. Make sure you stay tuned for more and like and subscribe if you haven't yet.